Hi and welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. This should be our final episode in this amazing game. I have loved it so very much. It is just magical and I cannot wait to see the rest of the amazing and weird stories of the Finches. So let's go and see what happens in this one. So we just finished hearing Gus and Gregory's story. Look, it's been sealed up. Right, so that's been all sealed up with some sort of putty stuff. But this is where we go up here. Oh. Where does this go to? Do we just... Oh, she's turning. Oh my goodness. Whose little room is this? Dawn and Sanjay. Well, we're not ready. I don't want to open that.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh, that's her dad. Wow. Amazing. Fly to India, pack, Dawn Finch. Wow. I did wonder who Sanjay was. Oh, look at that pole. I kind of want to go down there, but we don't need to. Who?
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Yes. I can understand.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
Wow.
Lewis was born a year later.
Amazing. I think this is the right way to go, though I am curious about going down that fireman's pole. That would be really cool. I don't know if I should. Maybe I just will. I'll just see what happens. I just want to do it. It's pointless, of course, but I just wanted to do it. So now we go back up. Okay, now we're back out. Now that I've had my fun going down the pole. Ooh, broken. Okay, so we don't go that way.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
So she moved.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
She moved back home.
And to see kids in the house again.
Edith, Milton. He's such a good painter. He really is. And Lewis. The art in here is stunning. I can't get over it. Looks incredible.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Oh, wow. So she built the top part for Dawn, or Edith's mum, and the kids. Oh, wow.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Wow. So she was teaching the kids at home. Homeschooling. Amazing. Fact or fiction, our family history. Lewis rules. Wow. the gerbil cage. Wow. It's so beautiful out there.
But it didn't last.
Edith, Lewis, Milton, Mrs. Finch. Scientific method, observation, question, research, hypothesis, experiment, data, conclusion. Relief efforts end in disaster. That was about the earthquake. That's her dad. That's what happened to him. To Teach and to Learn by Dawn Finch. She actually made a book. She's incredible. Odin Finch, The Curse by Edith Finch. That looks so good. Isn't she clever? Oh!
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Right. A castle. Which way am I to go? Oh my goodness. Okay, I think we must go there later. That looks amazing up there. I'm so excited to go and check that out. A nice doormat. Oh. So we go in through there. Geez, this is an amazing home. An amazing bedroom. Look at that. Such a wild house. I can't get over how crazy their house is. Okay, so hang on. I just want to try the front door. No, because it's all puttied up.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Paintings. Wow. Okay. We want to get in there. We have to get in there. Oh, this is mesmerizing. I love this. Painted footprints. Damn. Wow. Oh, he is so good at
I think
art.
Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Yes, he has. Look at that. He is so talented. He is so talented. Oh, we can climb up to the top. Yes. Let's do it. This is a beautiful bedroom. Oh, this is amazing. Milton's story. Oh, he is so clever. So talented. I love that. Even though it's black and white and there's no color, it looks so good. Imagine painting here and having that as your backdrop. Oh,
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
nice. Oh, it's one of those flick things, right? And it changes. That's the door that we see downstairs. The door is painted. The door to another world. That's amazing. That's incredible. He was so clever.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Yeah. Wow. Absolutely incredible. It makes me want to open that door downstairs, even though I know that it's not
Mom
possible.
spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Wow. That's the door. Oh my goodness, this family.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Wow. Absolutely amazing. Is that what we are going to find up there? It's just beautiful. Oh, this game gives me so many feelings.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
I don't think anyone was to blame. Certainly not the grandmother.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
So that's Lewis, yeah. So that is Lewis's door.
Everyone always told me
Whoa.
to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Wow, he's got a cool room. I like it. Oh, we can get... Oh. Yes, please. beautiful is this place? Imagine living here. I don't think it's very safe, but it's certainly very different. Wow.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Oh. Oh no, I'm not ready to go out just yet. That painting there reminds me of that octopus or the monster that we were.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
So do I, Lewis, don't you worry. What did he... Oh, high school. Nice. He has a lot of VHS movies. What is that? Such a strange computer. Oh. Oh. Institute of Psychology. What's this for? Oh.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Oh.
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh my...
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to... wander.
Oh. Can I still work and wander my mind at the same time? Ah, this is amazing.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small.
I'm trying to work and do this at the same time.
Imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats.
Bats? Oh.
And toads.
And toads.
And things that have not names.
Wow.
He knew it was all in his head.
Oh.
But he took it very seriously.
That's amazing.
I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
Wow.
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
The dog.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
He's so cool.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something.
The fish get in the way.
Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Oh.
He no longer spoke at the cannery,
Wow.
but his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet,
We're
were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Of course.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. You Lewis. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Oh.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
He just forgot to go home. So weird.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for
I love how you can
radiant rainbows.
make it up. I love that. Jeez, this is so special, isn't it? There's so much in here.
He followed the sound of her
I like everything on the right-hand side so far.
silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Wow. The fish are building up. I need to do some work.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
He's lost himself in this fantasy world now.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Whoa. Are we... Yeah, we're Lewis. That is a pretty cool door. So this is, it's the lockers at the cannery. Wow. This is his locker. He's... Oh, the Chinese.
He began to forget the world we know.
Wow. Oh, wow. Oh.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Hang on. He's the king. He's dressed as that king. He's gonna kill his...
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
He's gonna kill him. Isn't he?
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Okay.
The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
The cat. The cat is Molly. And that is the queen, right? Yes.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
Oh, this is pretty good imagination.
There was only one thing left to do.
Look at the fish. Wow. This is amazing.
Bend down his head.
He's... Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Wow. That's tragic. Wow. That is so sad what happened to
My brother
Lewis.
was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Yeah. He does sound amazing. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that happened to him. He does sound like such an awesome fella. He does. That's really sad. That's so sad. Okay. So we go up and up.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing.
Okay.
She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Is this what happened at why they had to
I'm not sure if she
leave?
wanted to make it easier or harder.
Did they leave because of the family curse?
I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Yeah, totally. I do too. Edith, Mom. I think they were trying to avoid anything else like this.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Yes. Wow, all of her books, everything.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Edith, this is her room. This is her room. Up here.
But it had to end one way or another.
Oh, wow.
All that's left now was to tell you about that last night.
Yes. Yes. Oh, wow, yes. I am nervous. She has a beautiful room. I love all the colors in it. I love the colors in her room. It's gorgeous. I think we're ready. A feather. Yeah, this is her bedroom.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
So they're in there arguing. Okay, so our present is in the hallway.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Oh,
Or that Edie had a key to it.
nice. Beautiful. You know what? I kind of wanted to go and look in the attic at that stage, but no. So this is that library. We can go in here. Amazing. Wow. Wow. So this is the present
Thing you're
from
afraid
Edie.
of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
The curse, yeah, definitely. That's what they are arguing about in the kitchen.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
Because of her stories, the grandma's stories, Edie's stories.
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Why? It's not her fault. The field of people, the houses. How is it anything to do with Edie and her fault? History of the Finches by Edie Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
Wow.
That night, the tide went way, way out.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so the house is still looking the same.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful.
Yes.
No, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Oh no. Well, we're just walking straight ahead. I think it...
I got turned around.
No. Where are we? We're lost. I don't know where we are now.
For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things.
What else?
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Yes. all the old furniture from
Or
their
maybe
house.
I came back to them.
Wow. Oh, I love it. I love that we are Edie.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's
No,
mine.
I want to read it.
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
Stop.
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
Great. No.
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Oh, wow.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Yeah. Now that all
After
makes
that, we
sense.
moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot.
Okay.
The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
The baby. Her baby.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
Yeah.
But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh. That was beautiful. That was amazing. I loved that so much. I did wonder if that was how it would end, with Edith not being around. What remains of Edith Finch. But I didn't realize. I didn't realize that. That was amazing. This was absolutely gorgeous. I loved this so much. I can definitely see why everybody raves about it. It is such a fantastic experience. It's beautiful, it's emotional, it is deep, and it is so much fun. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. So what we saw at the very beginning the person on the boat, that was her son with the broken arm and the flowers. He was visiting his mum and her grave and putting the flowers there. And that's how the story carries on, and how he gets to learn about his family and his past through Edith's journal. I'm really happy with this. I love it so much. I feel that even though the curse wasn't really explained, I don't think it actually needs much of an explanation. Look, to be honest, is anyone ever really cursed just because they have died? Yes, they all died in very tragic and sometimes extreme circumstances, but that is the case with a lot of people as well. So I'm not really sure if there actually was a curse on the Finches. It's more just like, well, this has just happened. This has happened. I don't think there actually was a curse, but it so sad with Edith at the end. I think she died while she was giving birth to her child there at the end, which is very, very, very sad, because he or she never got to meet his beautiful mom and learn about the family through her. But he it also makes me wonder what's in store for him, what is in store for his future and his tragic death. Or maybe the curse is broken when it comes to him. I don't know. But this was just fantastic. I absolutely loved it. I hope you did too. Please let me know what your favorite part was. If you had a favorite story from the family, what did you enjoy the most? I think it's very, very difficult to pick, as they were all so unique and so special in their own way. I don't know how someone could come up with all of these amazing stories, but they did a fantastic job, and I just think they are absolutely so brilliant. Honestly, so brilliant. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed What Remains of Edith Finch. I will see you again very soon in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.